I got these oil lines all done up here now. A tight squeeze, but they're in here. So this one, the exhaust pipe's right near it, so it's going to be close, clear. So I got a 90-degree one coming out of here, going into a 45, and we run that down to our clamp here that keeps it from coming up the chain. Chains are right over here, and wraps around just like a stock line would be. So it all hooks up into there like that. So your sports just run them as like this. K models and early sports, there's all your 60s and 50s stuff. They all went through the top up here. That's what this line's for, it'd be the stock feed line. We bypass that. This is our ignition quick disconnect here for our electronic ignition in here. And our tack drive. Gotta have all the good stuff. So we'll get that all hooked up here in a little bit. I still got to get a nut on here with a seal on it for the push rod, or just leave it open, let it leak. I haven't decided yet. Depends if I can find a nut or not. And then we'll get the side cover on and get our clutch cable hooked up. That'll button up this side. I've got a front pipe off the old bike here. The rear pipe's gone. It got cut up and used. So I'll have to go grab a set of new pipes for this bike. Probably is what I'll do. Stock pipe comes right through here. And mine goes right through the tank now. So anyway, we got that one there. We got our return line up here. I run it up high like this on purpose, so when you pull this line off, you don't dump all the oil all over your bike when you're working on the motor. So plus it keeps the oil lines tucked in real tight, which you want to make sure we do. I want to show you that chain line here. You can see how the chain will go right through here. And you can see I got a lot of vertical clearance up and down here, so the chain can slap up pretty good and not get my oil line. Very important thing to do. So the other line coming through here, got that convoluted group of 45s for our vent line. Excuse me, painting my cold here. So this all wraps up in there pretty cleanly. So we come right up in here with another 90, tucked in clean. These wires will be out of here. So everything is tucked in real tight, so I got plenty of room to put a nice big battery in here. I'm going to see if I can put one of the new FLT batteries up in here, because this thing runs on total loss. There's no generator up in here, just a puke can. So KR's never had batteries, they had magnetos. So I'm not running mags, they suck, no power. So we'll have to live with a battery. So anyway, I'm about to cut this all out for battery, figure out how I'm going to make a box. I used to hang my batteries out off of here. They sat right here where my leg is, which I didn't like too much. So now we're going to put a big battery up inside of here, and it's up a lot bigger than this. That's a Sportster size tray. So I'll have to make up a tray and bolt it in here and put my big battery in there. There should be plenty of room. I think there's enough room to clear all this. It'll be tight, but it should be all right. A little bit of heat. Batteries like heat. But anyway, that's why we got this all tucked in nice and tight. So, no major problems. So, if you try to do all that stuff and keep the clearance from stuff that matters, you don't have problems with your oil lines. This is going to rub a little bit right back here on this bracket, but it's kind of got a little bit of radius to it, so it's not too bad. It's only a vent line anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Not too much anyway. And you can see how this all comes up under here and clears the seat when it goes down. It just sits on the frame anyway. So anyway, that's where we're at on that. So next thing is I got to figure out how I'm getting the battery in here and get that stuff kind of mounted up. And then get our gas tank back up on there, and I got to clean it out. It's got 10-year-old gas in it, so it needs to be cleaned out. It might be 14-year-old gas. It stinks. So anyway, that's where we're at now. So we'll continue more on this later.